Are you tired of your nail polish chipping within 1 to 2 days? Well, this is the video for you. Hi, my name is Teri, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you all the tips and tricks to make your regular nail polish last up to 1 week. Yes, 1 week with regular nail polish. So let's get started. So the first step is to prep your nails. Basically, we're going to start off with clean nails. So if you have nail polish on your nails already, you're going to start off by removing the old nail polish. I like to use Zoya Remove Plus. This is a very effective nail polish remover that's supposed to not strip your nails of their natural moisture, but also prep your nails for your next manicure. So I start with removing my nail polish. And then if you need to, you can go ahead and push back your cuticles off your nails. I'm going to skip this step because I don't have that much cuticle on my nails, and it's really not needed as much when you're using regular nail polish. So if this is a step that you need to take, you can go ahead and use a metal cuticle pusher or a wood cuticle pusher to push back the cuticle off your nail plate. But if you want more information on that, I'm going to tag a video that shows you how to prep your natural nails. So after removing your nail polish and pushing back the cuticles, if you need to, if you're completely changing the shape of your nails, you can go ahead and grab whatever nail file you like to use. I like to use a glass nail file, and you can shape your nails, but you don't have to completely finish shaping right now, because I actually like to shape my nails after I apply the first layer of top coat, and I'll talk about that towards the end of the video. But if you're completely changing your shape, you might want to go ahead and start to get your nails into the shape that you want before you actually paint your nails. I'm going to skip this step because my nails are mostly in the shape that I want, and I'm going to finish file at the end. After you do your light shaping, the next step is to dehydrate your nails. This is pretty important. You can either use pure acetone to dehydrate your nails, or you can use 90% rubbing alcohol. You can get this at any drugstore, CVS, Walgreens, Target, whatever, just 90%. This is going to remove any natural oils on your nails that your body naturally produces. So that step is pretty important, because if you have oily nails or any oils on your nails, it's going to cause chipping and lifting and stuff like that. All right, so after you're done with the nail prep, you're going to move on to applying a base coat. So there's several different types of base coats. This is a ridge filling base coat by KB Shimmer that I really like to use. It does have a slight tint to it, so I like to definitely use it under sheer nail polishes. I also like to use sticky base coats such as Orly Bonder. I was going to show you, but I don't have it on my desk. There's a variety of different base coats. Do whatever base coat works for you. They mostly work the same. You're going to apply a very thin layer of base coat to your nail, and you're going to let it dry completely. Thankfully, base coats dry like literally within seconds, but I do like to wait a couple minutes to make sure it's fully dry. Base coat is going to help your nail polish adhere to your nail. It's going to make your manicure last longer. It's also going to protect your nail polish from it's also going to protect your natural nails from any staining from your nail polish. So if you have a really dark colored nail polish or something that's very pigmented, it's going to protect your nails from staining. So base coat is very important. Don't skip that step. So step 3 is applying your nail polish color. So when you've picked out the nail polish you want to apply, you're going to start painting your nails. The key with this is you want to use thin coats. Do not try to apply your nail polish in thick coats to try to use less coats of nail polish. That's going to cause chipping, and it's going to take forever to dry. So if you need to apply that third coat, go ahead and apply the third coat, but apply your nail polish pretty thin. So when you're applying nail polish, you don't want to push the brush into the nail. You want to get a little bead of polish on one side of the nail brush, and you want to float the polish over your nails. Again, very thin. You don't have a lot of polish on your brush, but you're just gonna float it over the nail. You really want to try to apply the nail polish in maybe like 4 strokes at most, if you can help it. This keeps you from overworking the nail polish. If you overwork the nail polish, you can start to remove the polish that you just applied to your nails. So if you can apply your nail polish in as few in as few swipes as possible, that's the best thing to do. But you know, I can sometimes overwork my polish. So apply your nail polish in thin layers. You need to do at least 2 to 3 coats. I know a lot of people talk about 1 coat nail polishes. Never apply 1 coat of nail polish because it's always gonna chip faster. So you're always gonna apply at least 2 coats of your nail polish, 3 if needed. If it requires 4 coats to be completely opaque, you need to get rid of that nail polish because it's not good. Also a tip is to cap your edges. So I do cap my edges when I think about it. So when I say cap your free edge, it's just the end of your nail. You're just gonna swipe it with nail polish. Okay, so after you apply that first thin coat of nail polish on your nails, you're gonna wait 2 to 3 minutes for the polish to kind of dry down. So you don't have to be super exact with this, but try your best to wait 2 to 3 minutes before you go ahead and apply a second or third coat of nail polish. So by waiting these few minutes before you apply the next coat, it prevents you from smudging the nail polish or pulling that first layer of nail polish off your nails. So you want to give it a second to dry down, especially if you're using something that's a little bit thicker, like a nail polish that's a little bit thicker, such as a glitter or a reflective or a flaky nail polish. You really might want to wait a little bit longer in between each coats for those to dry down. And again, when you're applying your second and third coat of nail polish, again, be sure to just float a small amount of nail polish on your nail so you don't dig into that first layer. So you want to float. You don't want to push the brush down into the nail polish or the nail. Okay, step 4 is the top coat. So we're going to apply a good, high quality, fast drying top coat. We only use fast drying top coats around here because we do not have all day for our nail polish to dry. So there's a couple that I really like. So Clearly on Top by KB Shimmer, as well as, and I don't have it with me, but Seche Vite, the gel top coat, the one that comes in the blue bottle. Those are my favorite quick dry top coats. So you want a high quality top coat. This is going to help your nail polish underneath the top coat dry faster, and you're going to be able to be doing things after applying your nail polish within 15 to 20 minutes. So what a top coat does is it protects your nail polish from chipping. It provides a nice glossy shine if you're using a glossy top coat, which I recommend because glossy top coats last way longer than matte top coats. So if you want your nail polish to last, you need a glossy fast dry top coat. So what I've been testing out over the last couple months and what helps me the most with preventing my nail polish from chipping is after I applied the fast dry top coat, I wait at least 30 minutes and then I will shape my nails. So I take my glass nail file, this is by KB Shimmer, and I will shape my nails into the final shape. And like I said, my nails are pretty much in the shape I want them to be in. So it doesn't take that long. I'm just filing it's called finish filing. Nail techs will do this a lot when they're using gel nail polish. They'll file after, you know, they've applied the gel polish color. And I decided to try it with just regular nail polish and it's been working really well. So, I do it after I apply my fast dry top coat, and I just finish file to create that final shape. And then after I finish file, I'll take a lint-free wipe and just wipe off, you know, the little filing dust that comes when you file your nail. I'll wipe that off, and then I will go in with my fast dry top coat again. So I'll take my fast dry top coat and reapply it after I finish file, and making sure to cap the free edge with the fast dry top coat, and then I let that dry. And it doesn't take as long to dry because the nail polish is already dry at this point. So when you reapply that fast dry top coat, it's dry pretty much within, you know, 5 minutes. So then I'm good to go. This has been working really well. I'm able to get 5 to 7 days without my nail polish chipping, and I'll show you a couple pictures so you can see what it looks like after a few days. I don't go any longer than that because I like to change my nail polish pretty quickly. I like to do different nail designs, and I have so many nail polish colors. I just can't be wearing nail polish for weeks at a time. So, but this finish filing and reapplying a second coat of top coat, it's just really been able to keep my nail polish looking good for longer. And some last few tips: use cuticle oil daily, several times a day. After you wash your hands, just quickly apply some cuticle oil. It's going to really moisturize your nails and make them look really nice. They'll keep your nails healthy and strong, and they'll be able to grow longer by applying cuticle oil daily. Also, don't use your nails as tools. Do not use your nails to open soda cans or open boxes, because this causes chipping to your nails and can cause nail breakage. Also, when you're doing chores, you're using any harsh chemicals, or you're even washing your dishes, be sure to use gloves to protect your manicure. I do have another video I'll link if you want more information on those tips. And there you have it. Those are my tips and tricks for keeping your nail polish chip free for up to a week. Let me know in the comments if you have any more questions on how to keep your nail polish looking great. If you liked this video and it was helpful to you, hit the like button. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.